What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Locks presented by Scores and Odds. If you haven't checked it out already, just making bad life choices, going over to scoresandodds.com where you got picks from me, Meansy, Dina, all the greats, plus you get access to our nice little prop shopping tool where you can see exactly what we have projected for each individual prop, plus where the best lines are, and most importantly, you get access to Grant's Action Lounge. What is Grant's Action Lounge? Well, it's my Discord where I'm throwing in all my bets each and every day. Just go to scoresandodds.com/Discord. Just threw it into the chat there. We got some basketball today. That's pretty much it. We got 5 games, but still got a decent amount of bets. We're just gonna get right into it. Probably gonna be a quicker show. Did not have a great day yesterday. Didn't have a terrible day. It was just slightly worse than average. Lost a bit of money, but nothing too bad. Still, we're doing pretty. I checked today. We're doing pretty well so far on the year. Up 57 grand off just over $1 million bet. That's 5%, 5.7% ROI almost. So things going pretty well for so far this year. If you've been tailing, you're up a lot of money. Just get right into it. Starting off with Zach LaVine over 3.5 assists, -136 over at FanDuel. I'm guessing that line is already moved at this point. Threw into the Action Lounge earlier. No, -130. All right, so go take it. Still solid line. Same thing with Zach LaVine over 2.5 3-pointers made. Zach LaVine, or give that minus a 114 over at Bet Rivers, Barstool. 115 over at DK. LaVine has been shooting the ball pretty well so far. He had some early season struggles, shooting just 30% from behind the arc last month, but up to over 40 on this month. Shot volume has been pretty solid, 6.8 shot attempts per game. Overall, pretty solid line here. Zach LaVine over 21.5 points. Same thing. He's been shooting a lot better this month. A lot better. Rest of the season, he's been shooting around 43%. This month, sitting up over 50 at 51.7, averaging 23.5 points per game. We currently have him projected for, let's see, 22.5, so getting us to 21.5, offering some decent value. I know it's a tough matchup going up into Miami, but still, recent productions have been great. Mitch Robinson over 18.5 points, rebounds, assists, -115 over at Caesars. Mitch Rob has been playing a boatload of minutes in a game that stays close. Going up against the Warriors, I think that he's going to be in there for a decent amount of time. Should see him close to 30 minutes, but he's been averaging 30 minutes. He sits over a pretty consistent clip. Easy over. Jordan Poole over 5.5 assists. This one might have already moved. I got it -113 over at FanDuel. Let's check to see what it is. -130. Yeah, probably not worth it anymore at that. I know our projections disagree with it, but I mean, realistically, I could hedge out of this if I wanted to over at Caesars, but I'm not going to. I still like the over at -113. Just probably not worth it at -130. Klay Thompson over 3.5 rebounds, -111 over at FanDuel. Let's see if it's moved over there. Klay Thompson, -110. So go hit it. It's a great line. We have him projected for 4.11 rebounds in this spot. Just bad overall line. Draymond Green under 9.5 points, -109 over at Bet Rivers or over at Barstool. Both lines are pretty solid overall. I think it's moved to -125. I'd still take it at that. You can get it at 8.5. I'd still take it at that. I like the under and everything. He's had 3 or less points in 4 out of the last 6 games. Really actually sees a decrease in usage, decrease in points without Steph on the floor there. I got a very good line on this. But still at -125 over at WinBet. Let's see where else it's at. I think it's moved to 8.5 in a lot of spots. You can get it -130 over at MGM. Still like it there. Don't hate it at +106 on the under at 8.5 over on FanDuel. Still pretty much offering some value. Bradley Beal over 3.5 rebounds, -113 over at FanDuel, -111 over at Bet Rivers. In games where it stayed close, Beal has hit this, or not even games where he's finished the game. He's hit this at a pretty big clip. I think 5 out of the last 7 games he's hit the over on this. If you take away the game where he only played 3 minutes and left with an injury. Hitting this a pretty decent clip. We have him projected for 4.3, I think, in this spot, maybe 4.1. Let's check. 4.24, so it's close to 4.3. Overall, offering some value. John Concher, under 5.5 rebounds, -125 at Betway /DK. Same base odds. Betway steals them. Minus 129 at Caesars. I hit them both. Just bad overall line. We have projected for like 4 something. Yeah, 4.1. So drastic discrepancy. Ja Morant over 1.5 3-pointers made. Minus 111 over at FanDuel. Minus 106 over at Bet Rivers / Barstool. I'm projected for almost 2 in this spot. He's been shooting the ball better and more from beyond the arc this season, averaging 1.7 3-pointers per game. It's a high and tight total here. 2-point spread, 235.5 total. Should be a lot of scoring this one. I took several overs. We'll get to a few more in a minute. Dylan Brooks under 19.5 points, minus 119 over at Caesars, like that one. Duren over 10.5 rebounds, minus 105 at Betway and DK. Bet I really like. Vooch over 2.5 assists, plus 108 at Caesars. I think we can get plus 110 over at Bet 365, plus 105 at a lot of places. Any place where it's at positive, plus 110 over at MGM, there it is. Any place you can get this plus odds, massive ROI. We currently have him projected for 3.22. He's had 5, 6, and 5, I think, in the last 3 games. He's been hitting this at a massive clip. He's been dishing the ball out a decent amount. Getting this at plus odds is an absolute steal. Again, we have projected way over 3 in this spot. Jalen Brunson under 33.5 points, rebounds, assists, minus 111 over at Caesars. We really like the under. Scores and odds, I think, has been projected at 28. Not Bunsen, Brunson. 28.5. So full 5 points under this, which is massive. Easy under. Where was I at? Kevin Looney over 7.5 points, minus 118 over at FanDuel. Just a bad overall line. Should need him for a decent amount of minutes with Mitch, Rob, and with Randall over on the other side. Other Morant overs I took over 44.5 points, rebounds, assists. RG projections disagree with me a bit on this one, but I don't care. They're not always right. They are very, very, very good. You get minus 108 now over at FanDuel. Still, really, really like it. More of that. I wish I could get more money on the line. Ja Morant over 8.5 assists, minus 106 over at FanDuel. I think it's moved to minus 111. I still like it at minus 111. Let's see, Morant. Yeah, minus 111. Record cold on the way. Yeah, neato. Yeah, Jaren Jackson Jr. over 15.5, not points. Minus 110 over at Betway, minus 109 over at Bet Rivers and Barstool. Too low line. I haven't projected for over 17 in this spot. I don't know why RG projections are so low on it, but I disagree. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out of here. Later, kids.